All right. Y'all see my locks? Like, my locks is locking. I'm so excited. What's up, y'all? It is Unique Dixon, your recovery mastery strategist. I am certified in mental health and substance use, and I was challenged to provide tips on how I overcome being overwhelmed. If you've been following me, we got some rules, and I got my paper. Rule number 1, take your behind to bed so you can be productive in the morning. Rule number 2, make a list of all the things you have to do so you'll know what you have to do when you wake up in the morning so you can be productive. Rule number 3, when you wake up, give yourself a second. Pray, meditate, eat, drink some coffee, whatever you have to do in the morning to get yourself centered. Give yourself a second. Rule number 4, the to-don't list. Some things don't get done and they won't get done, and that is okay. We trying to prevent being overwhelmed. Rule number 5, no is a complete sentence. Sometimes you have to say no, and that no sometimes needs to be for you or for somebody else. I have to tell myself no all the time, so it's okay. Just say no. Number 6 is managing your time. Create time increments for when you want to get things done so you can put a little pressure on yourself and not, and be more productive and not be so overwhelmed with things because you know exactly when they need to get done and how long it's going to take you to do them. Rule number 7, stop procrastinating. If you implement these times, then that might prevent you from procrastinating so much. Rule number 8, sorry, not sorry. Sorry is for them, not sorry is for me. You cannot feel bad because you can't commit to something. And it's okay. Sorry, not sorry. Rule number 9, drop the cape. Drop the cape. Stop trying to save the day. Stop trying to be the strong one. Stop trying to do everything. Drop the cape. It's okay. Let people figure. Somebody said to me that you're trying to play God. Stop playing God and trying to save everybody, and let people go through their process. Rule number 10, it's okay to change your mind. We commit to things and we might feel it in that moment, like, yeah, like, I got you. I could do that for you, yeah. And then once it's time to do it, you overwhelmed because you have your stuff to do and you got their stuff to do. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your mind if you committed to something. It's okay. I'm not going to be able to do it because my thing is I want to be able to show up in my fullness. I want to be able to show up and participate and be effective and be engaging. I'm bubbly. I'm loving. I want to hug. I don't want to be sitting there with no attitude. I have what do they call it? A PBF. I'm trying not to curse on my thing. I got a permanent, face. And if I'm upset or I'm not engaged or I don't like what's going on or I got an attitude because I'm not being productive, like, it's going to show all over me. So I would much rather decline your invitation, even though I could have done it a little sooner. But it's okay for me to change my mind. Everyone has that right to change their mind. You're not obligated to do something. I know there are some things that we are obligated to. We are obligated to go to work. We are able, good God. We are obligated to show up for our children. I don't have children, but there are some tasks that we are obligated to. And we slide things in and we overextend ourselves. And now we're wondering why we're overwhelmed. We have multiple things on our plate and I've committed to these things, but I don't have to show up for them. I can change my mind. You can change your mind. You have that right to change your mind, especially if it's causing stress, especially if it's causing you to be overwhelmed, especially if it's not really conducive to anything you got going on in the first place. Like, I don't have to commit to this. I just shared earlier about my appreciation for people in my life that understand where I am in my life. I take care of my grandmother. I go to work, I'm in school, I have a lot of things going on, so I'm not going to always be able to participate in everything. At that moment when you ask me, yeah, I'm down, yeah, that's what's up, I'm gonna be there, I got you. But when the day comes, if I got too much on my plate, I have the right to change my mind and let you know I'm unable to make it because I'm overwhelmed, I'm exhausted. I got too much to do, and that is okay. That's the rule for today. You have the right to change your mind. You don't have to stick through with all your commitments. I know that's like taboo. You want to be a woman of your word or a man of your word and you want to show up, but how are you showing up? Am I showing up in my fullness? Am I showing up as my authentic self? Am I showing up with negative energy or positive? Like, I want to be able to show up in the best condition I can. And I can't do that for someone if I'm overwhelmed, if I'm exhausted. I don't have no problem with telling you at 4:09 that I'm not going to make it at 5 o'clock. Some people might not agree with that. That can be a little rude. I'm not going to just be like, yeah, I'm coming, because you got them kind of people too that's just people pleasers. That's like, yeah, I'm coming, I'm getting dressed, I'm on my way, I'm out the door. And then you got people sitting there waiting on you and then you're like, I'm not going to make it. No, that's rude. That's disrespectful. You don't respect people's time. If people care about you, they'll understand that you have a lot going on and you're not going to be able to commit to it. And that is extremely okay. And it's not even so much that they need to be okay with it. You need to be okay with it. And that ties into sorry, not sorry. Sorry is for them. I'm not going to be able to make it. And the not sorry is for you. You can't feel bad because you didn't hold up your end of the bargain, as they like to say. I'm just not in a position to support you right now. I'm not in a position to do this right now. Some things just won't get done and they don't get done. Like, all of my rules is tying right into each other because these things have been very instrumental for me. I thought I needed to be everywhere. Like, even now, there's a 7 o'clock commitment that I like to show up to faithfully, but I ain't going today. I changed my mind. Especially if I'm not mandated to be there or obligated to be there. Like, if I don't have to be there, I'm really changing my mind. If you've been tuning in with me, you already know we got all these rules. And rule number 10 is, it's okay to change your mind. Because we want to do everything. And then we find ourselves doing too much. We be doing a little too much sometimes. Like, take a minute. All of that. Take a minute. Make the to-don't list. All of that ties into each other. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 11. I typically go over all my rules again, but I don't even see the need for that because my videos is getting too long. I was only challenged to do 5 minutes. All my videos have been 10, 15 minutes. But I mean, I enjoy doing this and I look forward to supporting people. Thank you for everyone that has been messaging me and calling me and extending their gratitude for me showing up and letting you guys know how I overcome being overwhelmed, because little do you guys know, it started on a very difficult day for me. I was going through so much, and my coach, Arletta Allen, challenged me to do this, and it has been the highlight of my day. So I really look forward to doing this. I will see you guys tomorrow, day 11, and we're going to keep these rules coming. See y'all